Today on Warrior Supercast.
We are talking to some Honors Diploma scholars
from Winton Woods.
My name is Bidon, and I'll be going to the Marine Corps.
My name is Kate. I'll be going to CCM at University of Cincinnati.
Hi, my name is Brittany. I'll be going to California Baptist University.
My name is Lily, and I'll be going to Miami University.
How's it going? My name is John, and I'll be going to the University of Cincinnati.
Being at Winton Woods has helped me in a big way because before I was here, I was actually at a high school in Maryland, and it's visible on my transcript that my freshman year I had like D's, C's, B's, and like one A, and then I switched here in December, and I had A's, like two B's, and then each year it got better, and this year I'm proud to say that I got a 4.0. So being at Winton Woods has helped me in a large way, and I don't know where I would be if I wasn't attending Winton Woods High School.
Being at Winton Woods High School has helped me prepare for my future and get me to where I'm going, because here I have learned how to be a leader and really put myself out there. I've become more outgoing, and I've grown to put myself out there, so it's helped the colleges know who I am and why I should go there.
Being here at Winton Woods has helped me a lot. Just outside this event that we have going on, I was talking to my mother, and at the University of Cincinnati, they've recently moved on to a more project-based learning curriculum, and a lot of the parents at UC and their Facebook groups and everything are very upset because their kids haven't been introduced to this project-based learning before, and I feel more than prepared to go on to that kind of thing. And Winton Woods High School, that's what we're all about. So, that really helped me there.
Being at Winton Woods has really prepared me for moving on in theater because I've been involved in the theater program here for all 4 years that I've been here, and I've done 8 shows. And our theater program is really phenomenal. All of our staff that works on it, especially Ms. Kozlowski, is incredible, and they've taught me so much, and I've been able to be involved in so much. And that's what really got me passionate about theater and about moving on into theater. And what John said, project-based learning, we've been doing it since the second we stepped foot in here, and I think we've pretty much got it down pat by now. And I mean, what they've been telling us from the beginning, and it's still true, that's going to help us in college and in our careers later. It's really based in what life is like. So I don't feel like I'm going to be completely out of my depth when I leave this building.
Being in Winton Woods High School has helped me greatly because I was undecided where would I be going after high school, and coming here I got the opportunity to explore and found new paths, and eventually I chose the Marine Corps.
Before, I was like, everything was on paper, nothing was on computer, it was all book and paper. So me, personally, an assignment due on Monday, I would be like, I left this paper at home, or I left it on my bed because I was doing it last night at 3 a.m. But being at Winton Woods and having the opportunity to do project-based learning, majority of our assignments are due at 11:59, and if for some reason you're doing your assignment at 2 a.m. because you overslept or you forgot about it, you are able to go back and turn it in still. And most of the teachers are very cooperative, and if something like that happens, you are able to go to them and say, hey, I know this happened, and I would just like to know if it's okay if I turned it in late. There was a situation that happened. So that's really helps me, and being able to learn how to work computers because it's 2019 and everything is so high tech, and it's amazing getting to learn how to work everything.
Project-based learning here at Winton Woods has really helped me because so I've been in Winton Woods my whole life, but before project-based learning, before we started that, I was always a little bit quieter and extremely shy. Like I would never give presentations, I would cry. But being in project-based learning, it forced me to like come out of that shell. And being coming out of that shell, I've been able to be like a leader in the school and really get myself to the person I want to be.
Project-based learning is really great. Before this high school, I went to two different high schools in Texas, and they didn't have project-based learning, and the projects were assigned individually. I mean, like we got to learn communication skills, but it wasn't as good as project-based learning. Here we get to work with other classmates and like I guess excel in our communication skills.
The project that I've done throughout my 4 years here at Winton Woods was something that really touched me, and it was in my sophomore year. We got to help the homeless, and what my group did is we did a variety of things, but what we really did was we made 10 backpacks full of like gloves, toothpaste, toothbrushes, and we got to distribute it through the Forest Park and Green Hills community. We also got to make capes for the cancer kids at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. And we also did gift cards for the unfortunate foster kids that are here in our school. And that one was actually really more in depth because I remember a student coming up to me and saying, "Thank you for that card. It was anonymous, but we got to figure out that it was you, and it really helped me because I haven't eaten in like a week, and so that really helped when I needed it the most." So that was the most project that I enjoyed.
The most memorable project that I did was junior year in chemistry class. We did an escape room project. So the introduction, it was learning how to take notes kind of. So we spent like a quarter of taking notes and everything and learning how to like the basics of chemistry. And then at the end, he put together an escape room and we had to use the notes that we took and what we learned to escape the room in 35 minutes. But you were with a group of like, it was like 8 kids, so you had to learn how to work in a big group, but you also had to learn how to be responsible for yourself because you could only use your notes. So it really helped me learn how to take notes for future classes and learn how to work in larger groups. And it was very hands-on and interactive.
Yeah, that escape room one was really fun. That was a good one. One of my, I kind of have two. Two of my most influential or like outstanding projects that I got to do. I pretty recently created a modern Star Wars rendition of Shakespeare's Macbeth, and that had to be probably the best project I've ever done. It was absolutely amazing. I loved presenting that in front of the class. And then the other one, which I'm even more proud of, was part of an after-school activity called Tech Olympics, and I was the president. And basically, we went to a technology conference downtown Cincinnati, and we basically got to present on an idea that like capitalized on different technologies that we can use and introduce in the future. And so I was the president of that club, and I actually got to take my idea for this invention, and we got to actually create that invention and like pitch it to actual business people and people who invest in businesses and that kind of thing. And so, it was getting that working as a group, and then it was also just this amazing experience. And I think that's what's really amazing about the whole project-based learning thing in general is like your projects can be whatever you want them to be, and they're as good as you want them to be. When I really get passionate about a project, you can really make something amazing and that you're proud of.
The most memorable project, I think, was in sophomore year in our pre-calculus aligned physics class. We got to make catapults. So at the time, the math and physics that we were studying was 2D and 3D kinematics. So the part of the project that we did first was figuring out how exactly to model our catapults. So we had to figure out, like, now this was 2 years ago, so I'm blanking on specific vocabulary, but like how fast it'll go and how far and exactly where it'll fall based on what we know about our catapult and things like that, down to the last like 6th decimal place. We had to be really specific and figure out exactly where it would land. And then we got to build the catapults, like actually build them out of wood with like rope and stuff. That's pretty crazy. And the presentation aspect, was to use the numbers that we came up with and use our catapults to attack a model castle that Coach C had built. And the winner, well, we didn't get anything, but the winner had some good math or something. Anyway, it was really fun.
I really don't have a favorite project because all of the projects was great, and I liked all of them because we got to affect our community in a positive way, and uh, we got something new out of it.
Thanks for listening.
To Warrior Supercast.
So you putting in effort. Are you ready for the